It's always so weird because I never know how to start. I've made maybe like 10 YouTube videos and I have like a secret YouTube account that only has one video and I was talking about me like almost croaking over and dying. Couple things to address. I know my voice is going to be off. This is the setup I got, guys. We are using my iPhone and we're using my like recording microphone for this audio. So I don't know A, how it's going to sound. B, I do know that it's going to be off. And C, I don't know what words are going to come out of my mouth that will then be in this video, but I feel like I have to post something. The little ban that happened on little TikTok. Oh, I guess before I get into that, I have this little buy coconut water. I don't know if you've ever had. It's not really. I don't think this is water. This is like sugar in a bottle that's wet. Like it's really good though, but it's like you have to be ready to have a sugar overload basically. I left that sitting out for a couple days, like not refrigerated. That was a bad decision. What was I talking about? This video is probably going to be really short. I just want to get something out there to address because the TikTok ban was like back in January. It's now March 23rd. At the time of recording this, I'll probably upload it today too. I knew a lot of people, not a lot, well, it is a lot for me. Like a lot of people went from my TikTok and followed me here on YouTube. And I feel like this gives a better platform for people who do want to get to know me a little bit more, talk and like get to know me. I'm just really thankful. I think I have 113 subscribers, which is crazy, or it's 97. It's one of the two. I know they're very different numbers, but it's one of the two. It's either 113 or 97. I don't remember which one it is. Thank you for being here if you are. I just wanted to give a little bit about me and then maybe talk a little bit. Maybe I should do probably a more formal like about me video and then like pin it on my page or something. But I just kind of want to talk. I have nothing to do. But yeah, I haven't been able to meet this week or the past couple weeks to work on any production. But I did just release a song in my mind and it's really, really cool. If you want to check it out, I would really appreciate it. You can just search my name and wherever you like listen to stuff. Anyways, the TikTok ban. If y'all came over here, I'm so thankful for that. I had just started growing on TikTok whenever the ban was happening. Like it was around Thanksgiving. My friend Katie came and visited and she had live access and we went live together and a bunch of people started following me and then I got live access and then it just like has kept growing for me from there. So I'm really thankful for that. But I don't really know what I want to do with this channel outside of what people know me for online, like doing music stuff and making little TikTok videos. I do work. I'm an engineer, so I do have like my day job that I do enjoy and I love the people that I work with. I really love making content too and getting to share my life and I guess provide entertainment, but I mean my favorite thing to do is like make music and stuff like that. I just literally don't even know what to talk about today. Let me know if y'all want to hear more about my TikTok journey, about my music journey, about my like life before I was able to start making content and be successful with it. But something I always like to say on my TikTok streams is thank you to every single person that watches because I couldn't even have a shot at a music career without you guys. And so I just want to relay that here to if you're watching this and if you choose to take an interest in my music, I can't do it without you. I can make music all day long and I can post it, but if no one listens and I don't get to feel heard, then that part of my aspirations not getting filled. But by having you here, that does fill it for me, so thank you. Okay, I guess something that has happened this weekend, my friend Katie came out to visit. She's my best friend. She's the one I was saying that helped me get TikTok live access, which like changed the course of my music stuff for me. She was here this weekend. My cat went to the vet and was like hospitalized, not really like full on hospitalized. We were just there for like 3 hours, but it felt like we were about to have to hospitalize him. Like the night of March 21st 2023, my cat Bruno, oh my god, March 21st 2025, I still feel like I'm stuck in 2023. Does anybody feel that? I know a lot of people feel like they're stuck in March of 2020. For some reason I feel like mine's March of 2023, but also 2020, also 2019, and also 2016. But it definitely, of all those multiple choice options, definitely does not feel like 2025. So Friday, March 21st, Bruno, my cat, was like not going to the bathroom. He was acting weird. This guy loves to eat. Like he will eat anything. Not like human food really, but like cat food, or like I guess sometimes human food, like specifically ham. He'll eat ham, but like he will, like anytime we put out, his food, he will like run up and eat it immediately. And he wasn't doing that on Friday. And we also saw that he was not using the bathroom. We were like, okay, we'll go to the vet in the morning. We'll call. I called and they were like, oh my God, this is like an emergency. You need to go to like the emergency vet right now. We went, long story short, they had to force him to like pee. Once he peed, they did other tests to make sure his kidneys were fine. They did an ultrasound to see how bad his bladder had been like backed up. And basically, he has urinary tract disease for a cat, and it's more like it's more prevalent in male cats, and Bruno is a male cat. He's just gonna have to be on the special diet for the rest of his life. Now, now, I know this is gonna sound bad, but like, and I will pay for the special diet, obviously, because I love my cat and I don't want him to die. But it's like $60 a bag. A small bag is like $60, and that wasn't in the budget. It was not in the budget for me or my boyfriend. It was not in the budget, but now it does have to be in the budget because we love Bruno and want to take care of him. So, but that was just an interesting thing. But like, we were really worried. Like, I didn't know if he was going to be fine. I didn't know like, if we were going to have to hospitalize him like for multiple days. But luckily, it was just like 3 hours being there and we had to take him home and start medication here. But he's doing better. He's doing a lot better. He's eating, he's using the bathroom. I don't know if anybody cares about this. In fact, if you're this far in the video, I want you to tell me why you're here, because I don't feel like anyone should be watching this because there's no plan. You guys, I was literally like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and record something, and this is what's coming out. I like to do this because then it gives me something to edit afterwards, and then I post it, and then I wait for like 2 views to come in. Yeah, it'll just give me something to do. So there's no plan. And I realized every time I've done this like 2 times, I think, where I've just got on, set up my iPhone, and started like recording a YouTube video. I guess this is a YouTube video. I don't know why I put it in quotes, but like to me, I don't feel like a YouTube person because I do not consistently post on this platform. And if I do post anything, it's like mostly shorts. I've noticed every time I sit down to do this, when I just like start rambling and start talking and with no plan, I end up complaining about something. Like, and it's typically the trajectory of my life. Like, I feel extremely lost. And for a while, I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Specifically, like when I first started college, and when you're younger, I know I'm still young, but like you think you really know what you wanted to do. And I'm finding that I don't. And I think a lot of people go through this when they're in their 20s, is that they kind of get lost on what they thought they wanted to do. Or at least for me, I feel guilty. Like, I feel like I'm wasted time. I appreciate my degree because it gave me stability that I did need financially, and that I was only going to get through my work. It's just hard to, like, having had to go from only getting a career because you were like pretty good at it and you needed to financially support yourself, to then finally being in a stable situation financially for me now, and really wanting to explore the creative part of me. And I feel like losing the window to do so for some reason, whether that be my age because I want to do music, or literal just time in the day. I feel like all my energy goes to what I have to do to survive, and I don't get to like explore what I want to do to live. That's so lame, but it's true, and I'm sorry. It is. That's how I feel, and it's my truth. It's my flippin' truth. My flippin' truth, guys. Look at this. Look at this. It is something. I made my friend Katie and I, this was Katie's idea. She's very creative. We went to Goodwill and bought these like little glass jars and then covered them with clay, covered them Mod Podge to make them shiny. Look at this. Do you see this before your eyes? You see this. So if you couldn't tell, it's a frog. Frog, Frog. Don't know what's put in here. I did not bother putting any clay on the bottom because who's seeing that? But I guess the internet, the whole world who will watch this who's going to watch this video. Guys, once again, if you're watching this video, I need you to evaluate what you're doing with your time, because time is precious. This right here is my pretty boy swag. No, this right here is Waste. Waste is what this is, but it's not waste for me because I'm getting like create stuff, and maybe it's not waste because it might be entertaining for you. But I hope you're not just staring at your phone watching this. Like I hope you're like doing your laundry or something. And I'm not saying I'm not grateful for you being here. I'm just saying I want you to go outside too. Like I want you to create too. If like whatever your dream is, I want you to do it. Look at this. This is another one I made. I've made it with clay. It's SpongeBob flowers. I was not allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up. Squidward's attitude was not acceptable to my mother. That's how it was with all the shows. It wasn't anything like super Christian based, even though like I grew up Catholic and went to Sunday church every single day and was in the choir and played flute for 4 years in the church choir in Glen Rose, Texas. But none of the reason, like I wasn't allowed to watch like any TV shows except Phineas and Ferb. Good Luck Charlie a couple years afterwards. Those were literally the only 2 shows. And then at one point Hannah Montana was allowed to be on. But, like guys, my mom almost banned My Little Pony. Like I'm talking like there was a bullying episode of My Little Pony, like Applejack or something. Someone was being mean to Starlight or something. Not Starlight. I don't that I don't know. 2 of the ponies were fighting. Okay. 2 of the ponies were fighting. My mom did not like the attitude of the bullying pony, even though that was the whole point of the episode, was to show that that pony was being mean and wrong. We still had to turn off the the, the literal episode of My Little Pony. Spent a lot of time alone in my room. But when I was alone in my room, I would like play the piano and the ukulele and do my homework. And even though at the time was kind of like no one was forcing me to do those things in my room when I was told to go in there, but like that was like discipline myself, because I could have sat in my room and done anything, no phones, but like could have just laid there and like done nothing. But I worked on things that, okay, doing the school, I was like salutatorian in my class, small class, but like I still, was good. It was like 125 people total in my class, which is very small, but like still being second got me scholarships, and that helped me pay for my school, and it helped keep me out of debt, where I mean still in college I worked like 3 jobs to like provide, but like it wasn't 4 jobs, had like scholarships, and I was thankful for that. I don't know if that time I would have not been able, like if I wasn't like forced to be in my room, would I have put that much energy into my school? Probably. I probably would have. I was very type A back then, and sometimes I still am type A, I think, compared to a lot of people, but I try to think I've chilled out. Then, like, also playing piano and looking up chords, learning how to play the ukulele, which led me to be able to pick up the guitar a lot easier. I don't know. It's interesting how all these things add up to make you who you are. And I'm thankful that I am who I am now and I have the skills that I have. Just wish they could have come about maybe in a different way, but that's the way they came for me, was just through having literally nothing else to do. I guess I just wish I had followed my interests earlier. I always, when people would ask me in high school what I wanted to do, I said, well, if I could pick anything, I'd want to play in a band for Disney, but I'll probably just be an engineer. It's like those are 2 completely different things. But I guess like 18-year-old Laura knew that she was going to have to get herself out of the mud. And playing flute for Disney probably didn't, it was a long shot and it wasn't going to provide stability soon. And I think she knew that. But now, like 23-year-old Laura really wants to play flute for Disney, but now it feels kind of trapped. I had this friend in high school and kind of college, and he asked me one time, he was like, you want to work a 9 to 5? I was like, yeah, it gives stability. And now I wish I had taken time to pursue what I could do by myself first and not rush into it. But then it's so hard because I needed to rush into it because I was like killing myself working 3 jobs and going to school for an engineering degree. Like I had to have one job. Last year, my 2024 taxes was the first time I ever filed taxes, A, in one state, and B, for one income. And it's not like, oh, like I wasn't being like some rich guy with all these different businesses and I had this one income. No, it was like my incomes were coming from like HEB, the Texas Tech University Library, and my tutoring. Like I had to get out, and I can't guilt myself for that now. So if you're watching this and you feel like you've made some wrong decision, don't like beat yourself up for it, because you probably had a very strong reason as to why you made the choices you did. And something I'm trying to learn now is to lean into the part of myself that I didn't explore earlier in my life. And I know I'm still early in my life, and I'm thankful that I've had opportunity to like think and reflect this much, and I have plenty of time to change. I wish one thing that I had was like the community and resources in the areas that I want, like music or content creation or things like that. I'm very in the engineering space, a lot of connections, because my brain was literally survivor mode. I got to get to this one place. And so I have a lot of connections and paths there because that's the only thing I focused on. But now I wish I had those like professional connections in the music industry or the content creation space, and I'm working to try to get there, but we'll see. I'm just thankful for this life. If y'all are ever curious, I did have a really, really very near death experience that I'd be happy to talk about sometimes. If you stalk me and you find my a secret channel, that's literally like I think I talked about it on there. But let me know if you want me to talk about it on here too. My TikTok also has a summary on it, but it really changed how I think about things. And I unfortunately thinks it makes, when I just start talking to myself like this, it makes me go, like I said, really negative and really dark. And I'm trying not to be that way. I saw this quote on TikTok the other day, and it was like live the life you have, not the life you want. Enjoy the life you have, not the one you want, because like if you're always just like reaching for the one you want, you're never going to be happy with what you have. And I think we've known that, and that quote's been around for a while, but I don't know, it just stuck out a little bit differently, because like the life I have is I work as an engineer and I make TikTok videos on the side. I have a boyfriend, I have a cat, I live in Atlanta. That's the life I have. Not some like I'd get to do music full time yet. I'm not like I'm on TV all the time. I'm not millions of streams on Spotify. That's not my life. Now, I don't think you should stop working for the life you want. You shouldn't stop working for the life you want. But like, don't not enjoy the life you have because you're running to the next spot. I'm tired of connecting with that little Laura. She wanted was like a stable apartment and a stable job. And that's why she wanted the 9 to 5, because it gave stability. It gave peace. It gave a for sure check every 2 weeks. And you had a place to live and you knew it was coming. That's what she would have. That's the life I'm living right now. And I'm just already on to the next thing. And I think I need to really reflect and be thankful. And I can say these things like, oh, I'm very thankful. Like, I know that I wanted this, but like to really sit with it and look around at how hard I've worked and how hard you've worked at the things that you've wanted in your life. God, I always get so sappy on these videos. Why can't I ever? First of all, 10 people are going to watch this. Second, if you're someone who has a degree in psychology or something, I always go down a dark path when I start talking to myself, and on these videos specifically, unless I have a planned out itinerary for what I'm going to talk about, it's going to go down a dark path and a negative path, whether I want it to or not. That is just where I naturally go. So let me know what y'all think. And I hope it's not too dark and negative, but it's my life and I'm trying to work through it. And this is me being for real. I'm going to edit some of this stuff, but probably not the majority of it. The majority of my stuff does not get edited. I try to be real. I feel like we look out. I mean, I saw this thing and was like, you need to bring something different to the table if you want to try to make it. I think something that I bring that's different is that I feel like I'm really real. Look around on social media and just like in person, and everyone is trying to be just like each other or trying to like fit into some mold or like do something that's the same. And maybe I think that gets you like views quick or something, or rich quick or whatever, but like I don't feel like that's sustainable. And maybe it is, and that's just like part of your job. But I want people, if they know me and they see me on social media, I want them to see Laura, because I didn't get to be here. I almost died. Like I almost didn't get to be here, you know? And I want people who do get to come across me to see me. So I'm thankful that you're here. Smash the smash that subscribe button. Oh my god. Guys, let's change the topic. You know, if you want me to dive into more of these types of things, but I don't want to get too dark unless y'all are interested. Look at this candle. I bought this 2 years ago when I first moved here to Atlanta. The scent is leather sandalwood vegan soy wax blend poured in California, made with essential oils. This smells. Can you smell it? Smell it. Smell it through the screen. Okay. This smells like a grandma's house, but not bad. Like, it doesn't smell like old person really. It just smells like a grandma's house. Like, she would have that. Also, guys, look at this laundry pile. Do y'all see that? See that? That is what I'm avoiding by sitting here with you. did my makeup. Low-key, this looks good. Okay, I need someone to tell me, is this Republican makeup or liberal makeup? Do not judge the lip liner. Third time in my life lining my lips. So it's a little questionable, but yeah, Republican or liberal makeup. Y'all let me know which one. I really like how I look in this light. I think it's really cute. Why don't we switch it up? I'm gonna play an original song. We're gonna do an original song and y'all let me know what you think. This one's we're gonna see which one I want to play because I have no idea. Hold on. I have no idea what the audio quality is gonna be here, you guys. My frog cup. Guys, idea is forming. We're gonna put it in this jar. Oh my god. Okay. It's a little questionable, but it's what we're doing. So this is an unacceptable angle. I'm sorry, but the audio was horrendous. Like the like noise in the background was unlistenable. Like you could not listen to it. So there's no music included, but you can check out my Spotify and everything. Just search my name. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Fucking sorry. My bad.